Welcome to my channel. First video. Today we're gonna ship off one of my favorite guitars I've ever had, but I'm very upset about selling it, and I'm gonna walk you guys through my process of why I sell guitars, how I sell guitars, how I ship the guitars, how I pack, you know, the whole 9 yards. But anyways, so I ended up selling my Martin D35. Absolutely great guitar. Probably my second favorite guitar I've ever had, like in terms of hands down. Plays great, feels great, sounds great. Now let's get into some of the reasons I am selling it. I'm selling it because I wanted the money to go to the Smoky Mountain Guitar Show this weekend, but that may not be a thing because the ice storm that's about to hit the south. So don't know if that's going to happen yet, but nonetheless, I still sold it, so I'm not going to cancel the order now. Anyways, I still have my Gibson Hummingbird. Let me show you guys it. So I still have this beauty right here, and I don't want to. It doesn't hurt having two nice guitars, you know, or a few nice guitars, but having that one makes me feel a lot better about getting rid of my Martin. But D35, the triple back, the beautiful wood, the all-around great guitar. I think I bought it on sale for like $28.99, almost $3,000, back in probably September-ish or August last year. Anyways, I took a loss on it. Took a pretty big loss on it. I think I ended up selling it for like $2,200, or $2,000. I think it was $2,000 on Reverb. So I came out with like $1,900. So I lost about $1,000. But that's kind of how it goes with guitars. Unless you get like these crazy rare guitars that hold their value, most of the time like a J45 or anything Gibson pretty much holds its value. And unless you get like a standard Les Paul or anything that's a studio, they pretty much always value too. But the Martin, Martin's also losing value unless you get like a custom or one that's older. Like if you buy it like already on the market. So like the person who bought mine could probably turn around and sell it for the same, a little bit less or a little bit more next week if they wanted to. But I'm going to sit down, give a little demo. Obviously it's not going to sound the best because I'm just using my mic that's on me to record the audio. So I'm gonna sit down, play it a little bit, and then we'll go pack it. And yeah, also if you guys are new, which I'm assuming you all are because this channel is like 2 days old, please be sure to subscribe. Tons of guitar videos, music related videos, everything coming out soon. For example, right now my favorite guitar pick is the Blue Chip TP48. So I'm gonna have a video about guitar picks coming out soon, or like giving some opinions on if I think expensive guitar picks are worth it or not, which we'll save that opinion for another video. But let's go ahead and bust this beauty out right here. Then once we give this thing a little playthrough, we'll go pack this thing up and get it shipped out. But this thing is absolutely stunning. I think it has like nothing wrong with it. Absolutely perfect guitar. Never said I was good at guitar, but anyways, this guitar slaps. Absolutely great guitar. Hopefully one day I'll get the opportunity to get by no means am I the greatest at guitar. I mainly play for hobby and practice when I have time, which me and my wife just introduced our little boy into the world, so not a ton of time to practice between working and taking care of our little baby. So do the best I can. So I still like nice guitars. I still collect nice guitars, you know. Anyways, so now let's go in yonder. We're gonna go actually into the nursery, and there's a lot more room in there. My office is absolutely destroyed, but we're gonna go into the nursery, pack this bad guy up. I'll show you guys my little run-of-the-mill how I ship guitars and what I recommend as far as bubble wrapping. Should we loosen or tighten? Obviously don't tighten them, but should we loosen the tuners? What the bubble wrap, what not the bubble wrap, and then we'll put this bad guy away and on to the next one. Look at that back though, oh my God. We are now in Waylon's nursery. A lot more room in here. So we are going to get the guitar packed, shipped. Going to put bubble wrap around the headstock. I typically do this. Sometimes I don't, it just depends on the guitar. So like I recently shipped a Les Paul and I put bubble wrap all over the neck. I had to, it was not an option. But typically I like to put bubble wrap either below the headstock and above it, like sandwich it kind of, or just wrap it. But first, what you want to do is you want to loosen all the tuners. Like you don't have to loosen, just loosen them enough to where they're slack. You don't want that tension on the guitar's neck. If say a worker drops it and it goes bonk, obviously if that force hits that and then there's already tension on the neck, it's going to break even worse, if not cause it to break. So make sure you guys loosen those strings. You don't want full tension on your headstock on your neck while it's shipping. So just loosen them enough, just enough to give it some slack and relieve that tension. You also want to put some bubble wrap in between the strings and the fretboard, because with the case, you don't want the strings to damage the fretboard if it gets squished or something along the lines of like that happen. I typically don't put bubble wrap like around the base of the guitar as long as the guitar is actually fits. If there is wiggle room, like you can actually move the guitar up and down in the case, like it's going to move during shipping. Obviously put some bubble wrap somewhere in there to fill that gap, but that's all that that I do for the case, for the guitar, for inside the case itself. Then now I typically use a reused box from a previous guitar I got. So for today's example, I actually have the box my Kurt Hammock Raven came in that I'm going to ship this D35 in. So yeah, first off I like to do is I have any of the original like packaging from a previous guitar, then you know the fitted bubbles. You guys will see what I'm talking about when I'm actually packing it, but you guys will know what I'm talking about. Like it's like this bubble right here. You want to put that in first, or you want to put it on the bottom of your guitar first. Typically I like the boxes that open long ways so you can kind of work with it, then close it and tape it. But if all you have is one of these boxes where it's like a top down, just make sure you put enough padding in the bottom, slide the guitar down in there, make sure it's not wiggling too much, and then fill the gaps on the sides between like the actual neck, the case, right? So fill that in. You don't want your guitar wiggling left and right when you're shipping it. And then also have this fitted one that came with the Gibson as well. So I'm going to use this to fill the top, tape it up, blah, 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 get your shipping label, smack the shipping label on there, and then you're good to go. Go take it to wherever you shipped it from. So like, for example, for me, I usually use UPS to ship all my guitars because I've never had an issue. I don't really like FedEx, and USPS tends to be a little bit more expensive when it comes to heavier stuff. So I use UPS. So I take it to a local pack and ship store. I do all the packing and the label myself. So that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go take this guitar to UPS. Hopefully the guitar show doesn't get canceled this weekend so I can make another video spending some of this money at the guitar show for you guys. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new. It would mean the world to me. I'm really trying to make this channel work out, so let me know down in the comments. Have you guys ever had to sell one of your favorite guitars, and what was the reason you sold it? Did you need money? Did you just not like the guitar anymore? Whatever the case may be, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.